The evolution of veils. Veils are a smaller rectangular piece of cloth worn to cover the head, face, and sometimes part of the body. They were generally made of linen, lace, or netting based on the culture and its purpose. In the ancient world, the veil was sought to be worn mainly by women of nobility. Those of lower stature, such as prostitutes and commoners, were forbidden to wear such a garment. From the Greeks to today, the veil has evolved significantly for religious, ceremonial, and fashion implementations. In 500 BC, the veil was interpreted in the form of a paya, or a draped shawl placed over the outer tunic. During this time period, Greek women were expected to cover their heads when leaving home. Also, the flammeum was a bright orange veil worn by the bride which covered the upper part of the bride's face. During the 4th century, nuns were said to take the veil. They began covering their hair in veils rather than their face to represent modesty and propriety. By the early Middle Ages, 12th century women wore the veil in the form of barbettes, a linen band that passed down from temple, under the chin, and up to the other temple. That form of headdress resembles the hijab today, worn by Hindu women in India, customarily for religion and to show humility and respect for their elder males. Today in Islam, another form of a veil, the burqa, covers most of the face except for a slit for the eyes. The Muslim veil hides what men find sexually attractive about their women, who are viewed as possessions. Oppositely, the scarf worn by Haran women, known as belly dancers, trimmed in beadings and coins, which represents the woman's erotic potential and is concealed by the way the woman holds the veil while dancing. Also in America, the veil became pinned to pillbox hats in the 60s. It was more as a fashion trend than ceremonial or religious effect. Also, a wedding veil from BC to today was worn to symbolize virginity and unveiling to the groom. However, with many having premarital sex, this tradition is often skipped. Traditionally, the veil is reserved for women, but in some countries, such as Pakistan, the sarah, or a veil of flowers, is worn by the male bride, concealing his face during the entire ceremony. Besides guarding from dusty winds, the veil is used by men to block evil spirits. Presently, the veil has evolved into a fashion trend outside of weddings and funerals, but is not generally used as a daily accessory unless worn for religious reasons. The capsized veil has dominated the Americanized style of veils for the past few decades. In spring 2012, Jil Sander introduced a modern view on the runway called the beanie veil. In the 21st century, the veil is a way to attract attention and show a sensual side of a woman rather than hiding it.
Screaming if I blow you with a bang.